Welcome back to the channel. Today it's the 2026 iX M70, the M Performance variant. Brand new model, if you will. It's an upgrade over the M60. This is the i20 chassis and finished in frozen deep gray. So we got a bunch of new colors for the iX. You can see one of them right there. That is Dune Gray from the X3. Since one of the criticisms of the pre-LCI or lifecycle impulse BMW speak for refreshed iXs is that it was really hard to distinguish the M Performance variant, the M60, from the rest of the lineup. In the US market, there's only one other iX available. It looked exactly the same. So now there are some distinguishing features. We'll talk about that as we go through this car. So up front, new headlights. It's just a single headlight in there, and you have your forward slash and back slash, depending on which side of the vehicle you're looking on, for the daytime running lights. You see shadowline lights as well as the cornering light there in the corner. Move into the grille. So this is standard on the M70, the iconic glow kidney grille. We also have M badging in the grille, so that is new for the LCI iX. So the grille, basically, if you think of them as grille slats, horizontal kidney slats. And then we have the parking assistance camera there in the middle. The sensors for Driving Assistance Pro, which this one does have, are there hidden inside the grille. Of course, the front end is also very different. So now there is an M Sport package available on the base iXs. You can see the Dune Gray one there has the M Sport package. And one behind it also has it. And then one to the left has the standard, the lowest ones are there, Aventurin, and looks like maybe a dark graphite, have the standard sport package on it. But much more aggressive looking front grille, so maybe echoing the M5 with its openings there, which probably aren't really necessary, but it's a design cue that sort of distinguishes the models. Over on the side, we have the 23-inch wheels there, style 1028i. I believe these are brand new for the iX M70. We also have red M Sport calipers and very tiny front rotors, but that's probably basically dwarfed by the 23-inch wheels. Individual. And here's the frozen deep gray. So new, obviously, frozen colors on the iX. I wish they would do individual colors, because you probably have a field day with what you put on the iX. In the rear, we've got iX badging in black, outlined in silver. Same with the M70 with an exaggerated font size for the M. Very slim taillights. And then basically a faux diffuser, I think does mimic the M5 as it protrudes out from the rest of the bumper there. You can see there's that rear 3/4 view. The side profile, basically this car comes in with lots of features, including now Bowers & Wilkins Diamond Surround sound system that is standard on the M70. Also 2-axle air suspension standard on the car. Integral active steering as well. Battery size, roughly 112 kilowatt hours. For the M70, it does vary based upon the wheels that you get, but you can get a little over 300 miles of full range with perhaps the right sized wheels, but 23-inch wheels are always going to put a damper on your range. About 283 miles, I think, of range. All right, so opening up, we have the Castanea chestnut leather. And this is olive oil extract in the dyeing process. But leather over here on the door card, upper portion, middle portion. You see glass controls here, which means it has the executive package. More leather down here and hard plastic down here. Now the seats do have more bolstering. You can see the Sky Lounge up there. electrochromatic, and then really good quilting effects, but a really nice color to go with frozen deep gray. There's more bolstering on the thigh bolsters here, so a lot more bolstering. I think beats the couch settings on the outgoing M60. All right, so in front of me, your standard M Sport steering wheel, a legacy thing because it is round. You have M badging and M stitching, and a stripe at the 12 o'clock in red. Controls on the left-hand side for cruise control and assisted driving. That said, this was once part of the interior design package for model year 25. Now it's part of the M Sport package, so the iX gets an actual M Sport package on it. In front of me, I drive 8.5 live cockpit, and you do have a head-up display, which is right there, and leather on the upper portion of the dashboard with more of the curved display, so very minimalistic in terms of interior. You have vents and vent controls, a floating center console area where you have your drive selector nub, iDrive knob, and wheel for the volume. All right, starting price, the 2026 iX M70 is $111,500. Frozen deep gray is an ultra premium color that's going to add another $3,600 to your bill. The perforated leather is another $2,500. Again, it's a pretty pricey thing to get, which is why we normally don't get leathers on the iXs, with some few exceptions. Driving Assistance Pro for another $2,550. The exec package for $1,000. Those 23-inch wheels add another $2,000. You see everything else you see here is included, including Bowers & Wilkins Diamond Surround sound system. Then we've added the luggage compartment mats, all other floor mats, and floating hubcaps. All told, MSRP in this particular example, $125,020. No comfort access to the rear doors, but opening up more of that Castanea chestnut color. And that Sky Lounge, which is electrochromatic. And here is a view of the cockpit from the back seat. Out back you have dual climate control zones, and knee room, leg room, really, really good in the back of the iX. The same can be said about headroom. In the back of each of the seats, we have USB-C charging port, plus travel and comfort system. You do the electrochromatic roof there. Here is the less opaque, although obviously it's really hard to see here on video. All right, move to the back. We do have kick to open. So they still haven't done much with the back, especially with 811 torques available. You'd think you'd have a little lip up here to protect everything from falling out of the cargo area when you open it up after some spirited driving, perhaps. That said, there's a little extra storage down below. We do have a level 2 charger, and we talked about the mobility kit, brand new for the iX. All right, use our kick to close. If you take in the iX M70, so horsepower is up to 650 horsepower, and as mentioned before, 811 torques, so ridiculous amount of torque. And for about the same size as an X5, you get a lot of room. All right, and this car is roughly the same size as the X5 and the height of an X6, and the interior room is fantastic. If you want to step up to full electric, I think the iX makes a good choice. Maybe not the M70, but that's it for a quick look at our first LCI M70. We'll see you at the next video.